The Three Tests, an African Folktale. 3 tigers came to Africa. When they arrived, they made an announcement to all the animals. "We are the strongest, fastest, and wisest of all the animals," they said. "From now on, we will rule the land." "Excuse me," a little mouse said, "but that's not how we make decisions around here. We have a council of the animals, and we all make decisions together. We do not need or want a ruler." This made the tigers mad. One of the tigers roared so loudly that the mouse ran away. The other animals didn't like the tigers either. However, the tigers' sharp teeth and claws scared them, so they stayed quiet. Even the mighty lion was afraid to speak out against the tigers. The tigers took over the land. They renamed it Tigerland. All of the animals had to pay taxes. They also became servants of the tigers. The animals disliked the new kingdom, but they didn't know what to do. They decided to seek guidance from Anansi the spider. Anansi decided they should challenge the tigers to a contest. "Great tigers," Anansi said, "we know that you are the strongest, fastest, and wisest. However, let us have a contest just so we can be sure there is not an animal that is stronger, faster, or wiser than you." The tigers agreed to the contest. Anansi decided the contest would be held the next day. The animals would choose someone to compete against each of the tigers. When the tigers left, the animals held a meeting to figure out who would represent them. The next morning, the tigers showed up for the contest. "Who is going to compete against me?" the first and strongest tiger asked. "I will," the little mouse replied. "This should be a piece of cake," the first and strongest tiger said. "Who is going to compete against me?" the second and fastest tiger asked. "I will," the tortoise replied. "This should be a piece of cake," the second and fastest tiger said. "Who is going to compete against me?" the third and wisest tiger asked. "The owl will," the hare said. "I will take you to his home when it is time." The first contest began. It was a contest of strength. The mouse and tiger had to play a game of tug-of-war. The loser would end up in a puddle of water. The first and strongest tiger was sure he'd win easily. What the tiger didn't know was that the elephant was hiding in the trees, helping the mouse pull. Before he knew it, the mouse had pulled the tiger into the water. "If the mouse is this strong, the other animals must be even stronger," the tiger said. Next came the race between the tortoise and the second and fastest tiger. The tortoise took the tiger to a track in the woods. "First one to the end of the track wins," the tortoise said. "I'll beat you quickly," the second and fastest tiger said. What the tiger didn't know is that the tortoise's twin brother was hiding at the end of the trail. Just before the tiger reached the finish line, the tortoise's brother jumped out and crossed the finish line first. "That's impossible!" the tiger screamed. But the other animals just thought he was a sore loser. Finally, it was time for the third contest. The hare showed the third and wisest tiger the way to the owl's house. Along the way, the hare complained that his legs hurt. "Please let me ride on your back and guide you," the hare said to the tiger. The tiger let the hare ride on his back. The hare told the tiger which way to go. However, the hare did not take the tiger to the owl's house. Instead, the hare took the tiger back to the circle of the animals. When he neared the circle, he kicked the tiger hard and yelled, "Giddy up, horsey!" The third and wisest tiger jumped and howled so much that he looked like a fool. All of the animals laughed. The tigers were so embarrassed that they left the land and never returned. From that day on, everyone in the land got along. There were no queens or kings. They were all equals.